Hey yo, what is going on guys? Cash and Clean here, and for today's video, something new dropped in the PTS, so I wanted to bring that out to you guys. Hopefully you guys don't hear any background noise. There's construction happening, so hopefully that's all quieted down and enough for me to record here. But what we have here is the Punches and Potions update. Now this isn't like a major update, it's one of those smaller ones. I have yet to see another major update from Trove, but you know, this is, I guess, kind of something. But they put out something, so we're here to investigate that. So starting things off, I can already see that they added something in the hub over there. Now, I don't know why they're doing this, but I guess for future updates, I don't know where they're going to put anything else that's new, because events are usually over there. There's this one that came out recently, and then now we have this. So I don't know where the new stuff will end up going. If there is new stuff, they either need to make a new hub or they just need to not put everything out in the open like this, because that's kind of weird. But before I get into all the stuff over there, if we go into our character sheet, we have something new here. So we have effects. So this is just going to be the current effect that you have, and I'm pretty sure that changes depending on whatever class that you have. So if we go here, there we go. And another thing that changed is the food over here. So instead of food, it's called auto use. I don't like this idea. I like that it was food. I kind of wish that they reworked the food so that you can only have one, and that one will stay forever instead of just having that being destroyed. It looks like we can have food being used in the auto use spot along with something else that's being added here, which we will get into in a second. So if you go over here, there's a couple new things added. So there's this thing, which I'm assuming is just an NPC. And then we have this bench over here, or I don't know if it's really considered a bench, but we need quality incense to even get started with this. I have no clue what any of this stuff is. I'm just trying this out with you guys right now. So we have that shrine. We have this bench over here. So with our previous benches, as you know, you would craft 50 things in here to level it up to unlock this spot. And then you have to craft 50 things from here to unlock the next spot, so on and so forth, all the way to 200. Now, something really weird that they did is they put common stuff here and more common stuff all the way up to here, which is uncommon. I don't know why they do that. I don't know why they can't just go to the highest here, which is crystal at the moment. Really makes you wonder if the devs actually play their game, but you know, that's a story for another day. And it looks like everything just gives 2% light, and it looks like these are also class specific. So if we go to if you go over here, for example, as you can see on the bottom, it says Knight Nya Ninja Vanguard for this specific ability here. And then this one here, there's a bunch of listed characters there you can check out. So it looks like these are class specific. So you can go on the class, you can consume this. And I believe you can also consume this with your food. So if you have electrolytic crystals or the new ones from the fishing update, it looks like you can maybe have both. That's what it says here. I could be reading it wrong though on the patch notes, which I will also link in the description if you want to check it out. But it looks like there's some different abilities. I read one where it was like you consume a flask and then you get 1% health or something like that. Looks like this one gives you increased magic find for 2 hours. I don't know exactly how much, but it does. And these are going to be the resources, which I guess we'll get into later on how to get those. And then moving on over here, we have this relic of preservation. And it looks like we need a quality of incense to even get started. So we'll go ahead and pick that up. There's a composting bench here too. It said something about having, you can compost something now. I'm looking at the patch notes right now, and it looks like with the gardening 150 plus skill level or higher, you'll be able to compost to collect soul tangles, in addition to organic refuse, which is already provided, which it already says. And it looks like you get this from defeating enemies. You get a trophy and then you compost that trophy. I don't have any, and I'm not going to go out and farm those right now because there's no point right now. So I guess there's that with the composting. And if we go to this NPC up here, you have to do a little jump to get up there. I have no clue what any of this does, but I do know that you need these 2 recipes to unlock the 2 spots here. So let's just do that real quick. Oh my god, I'm kind of rich on here, I guess. I have some Mega Flux things, but we'll do that. We got some mastery, that's cool. And it looks like we got some stuff unlocked here. And it looks like nothing else needs to be unlocked anywhere else. Just the grasshopper spot. And I guess while I'm here, I'll just craft everything or just buy everything, because why not? And with the quality of incense, I'm going to take this as... looks like I can't get this because I need mantra, which is another thing that they added to this game. And they added so much random stuff in here. I don't even know if this is all worth it. All right, so I crafted a bunch of these things in my cornerstone, so nothing really much here. The only difference that I found is that I can craft... I guess I can craft this, so let's do that. Let's get some positive karma going. No clue what that does. It says I get 10k for positive karma. Also, shoutouts to whatever is going on in chat over here. I didn't really bother reading that, but it looks like I can craft some negative karma here. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I'll just, I don't know, craft everything. Why not? And now with the positive karma that I got and the negative, I can actually make progress in this bench, so I guess that's what you need to do everything in here. I'm pretty sure these numbers are going to get reworked whenever it goes to the live servers, I'm assuming maybe, because I could probably just finish up the bench just from whatever I got from the PTS here, all the way to the final step here. But as far as getting the resources for all these other things, it looks like you have to fight certain enemies, and it looks like the trophies that those enemies drop, you can go ahead and compost and it'll give you whatever it is here. So it looks like trophies aren't useless after all. So if you have a bunch laying around, you can just go ahead and compost them. I always did that, and it was a lot more easier for me to do that rather than just putting it in my cornerstone. I don't know if I'll get anything if I do that right now, because I don't really have many. Oh, perfect. All right, so we have a lava beetle wall trophy here. So as you can see, we get one of the new resources along with the organic refuse, which is over there. So we can just compost that. We get it. So now you have use for your trophies. You can just get rid of them this way. So that's pretty nice. And it looks like I have all these luck beast trophies laying around too, so I can compost that if I really wanted to. Shout out to 69, I guess. And by the looks of it, there's one more thing I wanted to show in the fishing area. There's a few more things listed on the patch notes that I'm not going to go over in this video, but you can check it out for yourselves. But if we go over here to the fishing area, it looks like there is a floating thing, a new person here. Lots of new mysteries going on here. I've never seen this before. So it looks like this is the mana stuff I was talking about earlier. They have a bunch of random things here. So looks like we have buffs. I did remember reading this. So it looks like we can get increased flask capacity here. If we go here, we got other little buffs, and I'm pretty sure these buffs will show up in your effects tab. And it looks like there's another bench over here. This isn't anything, but if you go here, we have this over here, which I'm pretty sure is for the, is it a buff for here? I thought I saw something for over here. Maybe I'm just seeing things. Either way, it says allows learning of potion recipes for active buffs at the alchemist's lab, which is this, I guess. So, oh, okay. So I guess I'm gonna have to get the recipes for these potions, and that's what this is going to be for. So I guess I will have to craft this, but then we'll have to also get the recipes. And then as far as this goes, I don't know. Can I get extra? Oh, looks like I can get a starter pack here. So we'll do some of that. We'll get this, and then I'll also get maybe the other stuff. We're on the PTS, so I may as well just get everything and just test everything, see how it goes. Okay, well, it looks like it's a little buggy for the other things, but let me see what else I can do here. It looks like I can get the buffs, so I'm going to try these out actually. Okay, I think I see what's going on. So if you go to specific biomes, so this one's Fey Forest, you can go ahead and defeat enemies over there and you'll get mana. I've never tested anything or seen this mana stuff, so I guess I'm gonna try it out and see how it goes. I mainly just also want to see what the buff does. So if let's just do the jump, for example. So we'll take one jump here, and I don't know if it gets applied automatically. It looks like, oh, here we go. Okay, so it looks like we have the buff and it's for 14.5 hours. I'm pretty sure you can still log off and it'll keep your hours. It should. If it doesn't, then you can blame the devs, not me. And if you don't want the buff, it looks like you can remove it, so that's a pretty cool feature. And I think they did something stupid with the Cosmic Dragon. I talked about this in my previous video a while back, but the Cosmic Dragon causes slow falling, and I think it'll appear here and you can remove it. I could be wrong. So if there's an effect for whatever reason that you don't want, you can just go ahead and remove it. But yeah, it looks like the buff just gets applied, and I already got the one for Fey Forest, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna travel to the Fey Forest and see what happens exactly. All right, I have made a little bit of a mistake. So it looks like we can have one buff active at one time, so I'm just gonna get that one real quick. So we have that one active now. I think it shows up here. Let me see. Okay, perfect. There we go. So we don't have the jump one anymore. So I guess just note that if you craft a new buff, it'll get replaced. So let's go to Fey Forest and see what this madness stuff is about. I didn't think we'd have to add Magic the Gathering into this game, but I guess we are now. So let's see how that game works out in this game. Alright, I made it here. I have no mods on right now, so my game's gonna look a little weird compared to what it usually does. And oh, there we go. I got one wild trove mana. I'll look in my inventory if I can find it. I don't know where they're gonna keep it. Okay, it looks like I found it. It's like somewhere in the middle top-ish area. So we have some wild Trovian mana over here. We have the other stuff that we crafted. Pretty sure this is the one that I got from the hub though, so I don't think it's the one that I just now got, unless it is. I'm at 551. I'll just fight another enemy and see if it changes. All right, I fought another enemy. I got one mana. I'm gonna scroll a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Okay, 552. So that's how you get that, I guess. And you're just gonna take this back to the hub and craft more buffs. And I'm pretty sure that's basically it for the most part. I don't know exactly how the recipe part works and how to unlock the new recipes. I haven't really looked into this update that much. I'm kind of just new to it as you guys are here. But it looks like there's a limit to your mana. It's at 1000 and you can get mana maximizers to get that to 100k. I don't know why it can't just be unlimited, but you know, it is what it is. And I guess that's all I'm going to talk about for this video. Oh, well, okay, there's a wild Trovian mana right there, so I guess you can just find it on the ground. Oh, give me 4 instead of the 1. Okay, so that's kind of cool. So I guess you'll just find them lying around. Make sure you have that buff active for whatever biome you're in, and you can only have 1 at a time. So, okay, I guess I can just find a bunch of them just lying around. Okay, you can get up to 8, 9. Okay, yeah, that's kind of insane. And I'm playing this on a Wednesday, so I'm not getting any special buffs or anything, and I don't have Patron. I don't know if any of that will get affected in the future. But yeah, I don't know. I don't really know how I feel about this update. It just seems like they're running out of content, so we're just getting random stuff here and there. That's just my take on it. So if you guys like it, you know, that's cool. But my opinion, I guess, is just this is kind of useless. Like, the buffs are cool, don't get me wrong, but like, do we really need it? Like, we could benefit from other updates or just potential game fixes. I'd be fine if they just fixed the game for like an entire year. Just any possible fixes just to make it run smoothly. Not even run smoothly, just like make the experience a lot better. I've been playing this game since 2016 on console, and the chat, I'm using the symbols chat mod, so mine's a little bit different. But the chat just looks horrible on just like regular Trove when you're playing normally, the default one. It's like hard to tell when your clubs are talking, or like who you're trying to talk to, or if someone whispers you, it's gonna be kind of hard to, you know, get that sorted. I don't know. That's just my take on it though. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. There's a bunch of things that they added to this, so I'm gonna leave the patch notes in the description so you guys can check it out if you want to. But on that note, thank you all so much for listening, watching, viewing, and subscribing, and I will talk to you all later.